Good morning and welcome to Build Your Best Life with Coach Deborah D. Smith. I am so excited to have you here this morning. Thank you so much for tuning in. Why? Because you could have been anywhere else, but you decided to tune in this morning. So thank you so much. Life is all about actions. Your words, your facial expressions, your gestures, the movement of your eyes are all your actions and is what other people see. So ensure that you are thinking before you are acting. I am excited this month with my theme, releasing, building, and improving relationships. We have covered that all month, and we have had some fantastic topics covering relationships, platonic relationships. And I hope that they have helped young men as well as their parents, grandparents, mentors, coaches, pastors, educators. This morning, good morning, Dan. Thank you for tuning in. This morning, I am going to be talking about your associations should align with your purpose. That's a mouthful, isn't it? Your associations should align with your purpose. Come on in and make sure you share as we talk about your associations should align with your purpose. If your purpose is to be a public speaker, you don't attend medical school for 8 years and come out of medical school and bam, you're a public speaker. If your purpose is to be a statistician, you don't take basic math classes and then get a degree in hospitality and culinary skills. Those two don't jive. That degree is not going to help you with being a statistician. Likewise, if you are positive, intentional, have goals, and work to succeed, you don't need negative friends, clueless about their lives, lazy, and could care less where they will be in the next year. Now, when I say your associations need to align with your purpose, I am referring to your overall goals. So that doesn't mean that you all have to have the same jobs, the same family size, live in the same location, have the same leisurely activities, etc. It means that you have a purpose and they also have a purpose that they are attempting to achieve as well. So one thing that you have to make sure that your associates are not Frankie or Debbie Downers who have no drive, are harmful, and live only for today. They will not spend time trying to get you to follow them down the wrong path. You don't need those type of people. You have a purpose. You're trying to be someone and do things, and you need those type of people around you that are going to motivate you, not try to drag you down. Now, research states that psychologically, those who have a purpose in their lives and feel what they do is worthwhile tend to live longer. Did you know that? It has been proven that people have purpose and feel like what they're doing in life is worthwhile, live longer. So I'm going to give you some tips, first off, on finding your purpose. God gives us all a purpose in life. But if you are not sure what that is, I'm going to give you some tips that will help and guide you to find out what your purpose may be. First, pray and listen for discernment. That's, essential that you pray and ask for guidance in that area. 2, surround yourself with positive people. What you speak is what you absorb into your spirit. If people around you are speaking negatively acting negatively, that can seep into your spirit as well. So you need to surround yourself with positive people. Positive people. Number 3, find ways to meet new people and engage in conversation. Find new people and engage in conversation. So it is great that we have friends and associates that we are in a situation with now. But if you're seeking your purpose, meeting someone new, they may talk about different things, explain something that you had thought about, but you didn't really know what it entailed or anything like that. So that can be helpful to you in finding your purpose. Okay? Because as you talk, Shad Khan, who is very financially secure now. When he first came to the country, he didn't have much. But one of the ways that he gained his fortune was when he attended college. What he did, he joined a fraternity, and he didn't sit around just talking. He sat and he listened, and a lot of the guys were talking about investing. So that's how he got his tips on how to invest. So it is good when you can have conversations with people that have different interests than you do, because it will assist you in finding your purpose. Number 4, discover what you are passionate about. A lot of times, if you are not passionate about something, you may think it is your purpose, you're not sure. But if you're not passionate about it, hopefully it is not your purpose. Because if you're not passionate about something, a lot of times you don't give it your all. You don't put that 110% in. I'm on nano duty. You are attempting to do something. It may be that your family has a dental practice, and so your parents assume that you're going to be part of that dental practice, and therefore you go to dental school and you learn that, and then you begin to be a part of the dental practice. That's your business, but you don't have any passion. You don't care about doing that. There's nothing that makes you want to get up in the morning and get to the practice and start working. So it is important that you find your purpose, and having a passion about something, that makes it all the much better. Because if you have that passion, you're gonna, hey, I'm ready to get up, gotta get out there on my grind, because this is what I like to do. When I worked in the same department. I worked at the company for 41 years. I was in the same department the entire time except for a year and a half. So I love what I was doing. It was group insurance underwriting, and I loved it. I was passionate about it. I didn't have a problem getting up and getting in there. Wasn't late, wasn't dragging. Whatever I had to do in the morning, get my son fed, go get through traffic. I was there on time with a good attitude and ready to go, because that was my passion. So find your passion, and your purpose should be close behind. Number 5, research and get involved in causes that pique your interest or you strongly feel are unfair. So if there's something that's going on and you like, this is not right, this shouldn't be done, that may be your purpose. Human trafficking, if you find that that's something that you start researching and you just find out more about it, where it starts, some of the things that are going on, and you like, hey, that is not right. It's not fair to the girls' families or whatever. I'm going to get involved in this. So you may start a platform or nonprofit or something that has to do with stopping human trafficking. So that would be good and to help you find your purpose, so that your purpose is helping others. So that's a great one as well. Good morning, Cynthia. Thank you for tuning in. Glad to see you here. I'm talking about associations and how they should fit your purpose, in with your purpose. Number 6, give your time, talent, and finances. Because a lot of times if you are investing in something, you may want to find out more about it. You know, I'm investing in this nonprofit. I'm investing in this foundation. I've gone down here and I've volunteered. Every time they call me, I'm excited to do what I can. I find myself talking with other people about this particular foundation. So, hey, this may be your purpose. Okay. Another way to find your purpose, if you're not sure what it is, number 7, listen to constructive feedback. So whatever it is that you are doing, and if you have a friend that's really a friend, or maybe even a manager or someone, parent, a mentor, they can give you feedback. Not that they're, nitpicking, but they're giving you constructive feedback, things that are going to help you to move forward and do better. But as you listen, they may, because when they get given feedback, hopefully they will not just hone in on everything that needs improving, but they will also, give you tips on, your organization and problem solving skills are, bar none. You're up there. So, it's nothing that, many times we have had projects, we have been doing different work and we're going along the wrong path, but because your problem solving skills are so in tune, you'll come up with a great idea that will get us back on course. So as you sit back and you think, okay, they told me I need to improve in this and this, but they were talking about that. She kept talking about my problem solving and how I might, take what I need to work on and pull it in there. But she kept talking about problem solving. What is it that may interest me where I'll have an opportunity to do this? Hey, the light may come on. You may find your purpose in that. So that is another excellent way. Okay, and Cynthia says, it's hard to hear constructive feedback, but it's important to take a step back and listen to that feedback. That is so correct. Because a lot of times it will help you, when you're hearing it, it's like, so sometimes it may go in one ear and out the other. But if you're not going to get something in writing to go along with that conversation, you might be doing yourself an injustice, because most times it's some information that can help you. So it does pay to listen. And then when you get back and you have time to kind of calm it down and reflect on it. Okay, I can see how they can help. Well, I can see how I, could have done better on something. So very good tips, Cynthia. Thank you so much. And the last one I have to maybe help you find your purpose is reflect on what you should be doing differently. Reflect on what you should be doing differently. They say if you do the same things over and over and over, you're going to get the same results. So what is it that you're doing? So whatever you're doing, let's just say you're doing on a 9 to 5, you don't have any outside activities that you follow. such as you're not doing anything to develop yourself. So you're not doing any, excuse me, Toastmasters. You're not taking any workshops. You're not reading any books that will help you. So when you think about it, everybody's been talking about this book on purpose and going to the next level. I wonder what that's all about. We're wondering what that's all about, and hearing other people is not going to help you. So what do you need to do? You need to develop yourself, come up with your own strategies. Get that book, read it. The book can't be that expensive. You can even get a e-version. It's less expensive if you have a tablet. And a lot of places, I think Amazon, if you buy Kindle, they give you a free Kindle reader. So you're helping yourself by finding out what's in this book, because it may assist you in finding that purpose. Okay, Cynthia says reflection will help with your evolution. Reflection will help you evolve. Yes, it will. Because if you sit and you just, sit there and feel sorry for yourself and, woe is me, I don't have a purpose, I'm not going to ever have one, that's not going to help you. But if you sit back and you reflect and, like I said, you heard people talking about this book. You got some feedback. You've heard someone talking about something else. You heard something on the news that is really, really interesting. Sit back and reflect and take all that information in. Our coach has been talking about I'm on that nano duty, so forgive me. I have been he's been talking about, disconnect yourself from social media sometimes. So not only social media, but your electronics or your TV. You may have to disconnect and take 30 minutes or an hour and just sit, go to a quiet place, no distractions, and reflect. What's been in my environment? What have I been hearing people say? What have people said to me? What advertisements have I seen? What new books have I seen? Or do I want to go out? Should I go out and research books? They're always talking about reading. We should read. Reading is fundamental. Maybe I could do some research or whatever, but reflect and find out, what else can I do to find my purpose? Because remember, you're saying that purpose will help you, been found to help you live longer when you find that purpose. So I hope those little 8 nuggets on assisting you in finding your purpose has helped you. And my closing tip, I've talked about this before, but reflect on the story of the eagle and the crow. And you can look that up, Google it and read the entire story. But it's a phenomenal story. But the eagle and the crow. So we know the eagle is a majestic bird, He represents our nation here in the United States. But as eagles fly, most times other birds don't interfere with them. But the crow is so aggressive that they'll attempt to take on the eagle. So it is the only bird that will attempt to take on the eagle. So in this story, the eagle is soaring in the clouds, flying around, tending to their own business. Here comes a crow and flats on the back of the eagle and begins to bite the eagle. Well, the eagle doesn't try to, flay and flim around or do any dives to get the crow off, what the eagle does, he begins to soar higher and higher and higher. He doesn't let that negative crow distract him from what he's doing. He just continues to soar. But guess what? As they get into the higher altitude, the crow can't hang. The crow eventually cannot breathe and they fall back down to earth. Think about that. The eagle, which can represent you have a purpose. You're soaring for that purpose. You're putting the work in. So whatever that is, reading books, going back to school, taking courses, getting a coach, speaking with people that are in the area that expert area that you want to get into. You're doing all these things to soar, and you're not going to let those crows or those negative people pull you down. You just keep going until they have no other alternative but to fall away. That's when you disconnect from people. So that is a great, interesting story. So like I said, if you can read it in its entirety, do so. But that should remind us that it's important to find our purpose. When we find our purpose, we what? Jeremiah tells us we need to write it down, make it plain, right? We need to make sure we put it in manageable steps. We can't go from 0 to 100 in 5 days. So we need to put our goals in manageable steps, make sure that they're smart, specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and they're time-based. We need to be disciplined, self-disciplined. We cannot depend on other people to tell us we need to do this, we need to do that. Well, have we thought about this? We have to discipline our own selves in order to reach our goals. We have to be motivated. You can't be, okay, I'm going to do it today, but I just got to get up. I can't do anything till I get my coffee. No, you have to be motivated. If it's your purpose, it should be your passion, and there should be nothing that has to push you along. You should be ready to go each and every day after your purpose. Be a lifelong learner. You can learn something new every single day. If it's nothing but a word, they have word of the day that you can do. They have different puzzles. They have trivia. I watch Jeopardy every day. You can learn from that, and especially reading books. But be a lifelong learner. Develop yourself. And then be consistent. Consistency leads to habits. So you don't want it to be something that you have to think about. You want it to be a lifestyle. So you have to be consistent. You get up and you do that routine every day. Get those to-do lists. So you're making sure that you're working on what you need to work on. And guess what? You will be successful. So just do all of this to make sure that your associations align with your purpose. And again, by that, I don't mean that they have to have the same purpose that you have, but they have to have a purpose. They need to have a purpose as well. So they're not trying to pull you down as you're trying to soar. So I hope this helps someone today. Please share it. And I really appreciate you taking the time to come on today. And I have something for you here.
Build Your Best Life with Coach Deborah D. Smith invites you to the annual Mothers and Sons Seminar. That will be held Monday, May 2nd to Thursday, May 5th at time 6:30 p.m. EST, each night on Facebook and YouTube. Our special guests include Denise and Henry Dinkins, Jocelyn and Damian Charles, Anita and Ticarius Cummings, Nick and Bryant, and John Marcus Smith. This will be a time of equipping, motivation, and inspiration. For more information, visit now www.buildyourbestlife.org.
Yes, so our Mothers and Sons seminar, my 3rd annual virtual seminar, begins Monday, May the 2nd. So please put that on your calendar, and it runs through Thursday. On Monday, I'm delighted to have Anita J. Cummins of Thompson, Georgia, and her son, Tykarius Cummings from Washington State. They will be our guests. And I just can't wait to have them on. So please join us on Monday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You will not regret it. It is going to be awesome, awesome, awesome. So thank you so much again. Remember to visit my website, www.buildyourbestlife.org. You visit my website, you can read my blog that comes out every Monday. You can see my calendar of events on the home page. If you click on the icons, they will take you directly to my social media pages. You can also visit my store, where I outline the services that I provide, which is coaching, consultations, speaking, and webinar speaking. And you can get a copy of my book, Build Your Best Life, an autographed copy of my book. If you prefer the Kindle version, visit www.amazon.com for that. But thank you so much again for tuning in. Remember, your life is what you make of it. Please follow my basic principles and begin to build your best life. Not tomorrow, not next week, but now. And building your best life is our business. That's not a slogan, it's our commitment. I love you. Be blessed, stay safe, and see you Monday. Bye-bye.